Okay. So sorry for the little bit of a wait. We're just setting some stuff up, waiting for the co-host to get in, and once the co-host gets in, we can start this. I'm also on an app called Clubhouse. It's like a I don't know how you call it, like a talking app where you discuss different topics. So currently, right now, there might be other people joining us on the Clubhouse app. And also let my Clubhouse people know when they join that I'm also broadcasting live on YouTube. So just in case, I'm not sure exactly when he's gonna get on. I can kind of stop talking, but so just reacting to the Minnesota Vikings versus Chargers game that happened this past Sunday. So like basically yesterday. Um, you guys watched the game, you know that we won 27-20. We were actually able to come out on top, so that was pretty exciting for us. But personally, I think that was one of the best games we've played this season. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what other game might have been a better game. I mean, we did beat the Ravens beat us, which that game went to overtime. That would have been a very good game if we won that game. The Cowboys beat us. We beat the Panthers. Yeah, I really think this was one of our best games. I'm not gonna lie, and I think it might be so far. I mean, we won a close game. We held the Chargers off. We prevented them from coming back. Justin Jefferson went for 143 yards. I don't know how many yards Dalvin Cook went for. And I mean, the Chargers were a good team, so it's not like we beat a team that wasn't good. So that was another thing that was very good to see, because I think previously we've been kind of beating teams that were not really, that good, I would say. So it's like obviously we won, but we're losing. Like if we would have been beating some of the better teams with winning records, especially that we're playing close games, it would have been pretty exciting. It would have been something to be proud of. But that's why the Chargers were 5-3 coming into this game. We were 3-5. So it was kind of nice to see that we actually were able to win and beat a team that's good, and it shows that we're also a good team. I really have no complaints about this game, like at all. I mean, personally, one thing I will say is I know when we're on goal line, I noticed that with Dalvin Cook, I know he's a really good running back. Um, I know like we have to utilize him, but I feel like we do a lot of like runs on the goal line. Sometimes where like we just go 3 runs and then it's 4 down, or else we'll go like 2 runs and then like maybe run on 3rd down or like run on 2nd and 3rd down or something like that. Um, like I said, it seems like we just do a lot of run plays and goal line. Normally I would be for that, but there is no like I feel like there is no finesse to that. Those run plays we're doing, like it's personally I think it's too obvious that we're gonna run the ball on goal line usually. That's why I think that one pass play to Tyler Conklin worked very well because we weren't expected to pass the ball, even though that was a very hard pass. Kirk had to throw it over the defenders. I think he was about to get sacked. And that ball was in the air. It could have got intercepted. But overall, that was a good play call because we did something where it was like not a trick play, but it was like a play where we deceived the defense, made them think we're doing one thing and did the other thing. I feel like on goal line, to me, personally, you need to be a little more tricky. You need to be a little bit more creative. I know we have Dalvin Cook again, and he's a really good running back. Obviously, anytime you have one of the best running backs in the league, top running backs in the league, doesn't matter if the defense knows what we're going to do. He's most likely going to score. Same thing with Justin Jefferson. I'm pretty sure the defense knows the ball is going to him. He still catches it over 2 defenders. It doesn't matter. So, hold on a second. It looks like somebody is supposed to be able to join this. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, wait. What's going on? So, hold on. Somebody's trying to join the YouTube, or the co-host is trying to join, and I have to figure out how to let him in. Okay, guys, just hold on a second. And I was talking and explaining some stuff, but let's try to get this live chat. You guys by now should kind of know that sometimes this stuff is a little complicated. Okay. No. Wait. I don't even know what the hell this means. Yes, I do. And I actually hope you guys can hear me. Sometimes I remember the volume is not working. Let's see. Okay, what do I need to do? Yeah, once we get him in here, we'll continue. We'll continue to talk. Share. No, I won't do that. Share. Oh, okay, there we go. It's there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, you said you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because it seemed like it was delayed, but I guess it isn't delayed. So basically, just wanted to talk about the Vikings Chargers game. I was just kind of already talking about it, but to me, it sounds like this is one of the best games we've played so far. We were able to win, and we won 27 points. They scored 20 points, and like I felt like overall this might have been one of the best games we've played, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, this is one of the best games that we've played. I, yeah, I mean, if the Vikings play a complete game, I feel like they can beat almost anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I think Kirk Cousin has been consistent, and his
yeah, I mean, for me, I think that, yeah, for me, I agree too. So I think this, for me, this game, Kirk Cousins played very good. I also was just saying how I felt what is it? I mean, I was saying like Justin Jefferson. I know he had 143 yards receiving. We actually were throwing the ball down the field, and it seemed like to me towards the end of the game, usually we kind of like start to relax when we're up. I know we were up like 13-3 or something like that in the first half, and then they came back maybe like 10-13 or something. But this time we weren't like just relying on the lead, even though the Chargers took the lead at some point. We were actually playing like aggressive, and we were converting on first down. We were throwing the ball, running the ball. It seemed like we weren't playing with fear. When we would take the lead, we still kept attacking.
yeah, Justin Jefferson had a big game, and Kirk Cousin also had a big game. Kirk Cousin has been consistent throughout the whole season. So for me, even though when we received all those close games and all those losses, I wasn't too worried because, I, like I said, if Kirk Cousin continue to play the way he's playing, we're gonna start winning.
Yeah, I mean, I do think Kirk Cousins has been playing good. There is some plays where I feel like he just throws the ball like instead of throwing the ball deep, he just throws it like to Dalvin Cook or like to like players that are running smaller routes. But I know that's not his fault if sometimes the offensive coach is calling those plays or else nobody's open downfield. So for me, this game, I really like that. A lot of the passes that Justin Jefferson was catching were like 10, 15, 20 yards downfield. And then it was showing that he can even catch whether there's two players. Um, doesn't matter if you're covering him. He can jump. He can jump over you and catch the ball. So to me, it just proves something that we need to start just throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson. As long as it's not an interception or we're not throwing bad throws, if he looks like there's a defender on him, sometimes even just throw it up because he's gonna get it. So I feel like I like the fact that Kirk Cousins was actually slinging the ball, throwing it. Mike Zimmer let him do that, and the other coaches let him do that. And then I even think in the goal line, this one play I really liked was the play to the tight end, Tyler Conklin, where like the ball went above everybody, and then it almost looked like nobody was gonna catch it, but then Tyler Conklin came in and he caught it for a touchdown. I think that was on fourth down, I think, if I'm right, or I don't know, maybe it was third down, but that play was one of the best plays because I feel like in the red zone, when we're close to scoring a touchdown, we always run the ball. And to me personally, I think that in the red zone we should run, but I feel like we should be passing more because sometimes we seem so predictable when we just run the ball when we're close to
Yes,
the touchdown.
yeah. Sometimes when we're in the goal line, we do seem to be predictable. I do think sometimes we need to pass the ball instead of trying to run the ball and making it so obvious what we're doing instead of trying to make up a play that is gonna be hard to figure out for the defense.
I know, yeah. So I'm saying like, because I know Sometimes we'll go one first down, run ball, second down, run the ball, third down, run the ball, and then all of a sudden it's fourth down, and then we have to kick a field goal. Or even sometimes on fourth down we'll run the ball. And I know Dalvin Cook is a really good running back, and I know this time in one of the plays on the red zone he scored. So I know he's a really good running back. But for me, I just feel like the defense knows exactly what we're doing when we do that in the red zone all the time.
Yeah.
And then let me see. I know Eric Kendricks, one of our linebackers, had an interception. And for me, I think our defense. I wasn't really paying attention to how the defense played, but overall, I feel like they played a very good game. Like, they had an interception. I don't know if there was a turnover or something. I don't remember, but it seemed like another turnover, like a fumble. I don't remember because even Kirk Cousins fumbled the ball or something like that.
Yeah.
To me, I felt like our defense. To be honest, the Chargers were playing very good. I don't even think the Chargers made any they made mistakes, but that's why I really like this game because I feel like we actually beat a team that's good. They were 5-3. They were playing good. It's not like they just came and then they were playing bad. They were playing good and we beat them.
I mean, I feel like the Chargers, they had a bad day on Sunday because the Chargers receivers were dropping a lot of passes, and then on defense, the Chargers defense was not playing as well. So I feel like the Chargers had a bad day.
I guess you can say that. I would say though, like I don't know. I mean, I know they had. Let me see on their defense. I know they had a turnover for one play that Kirk Cousins, they made him fumble the ball. Like one of the players hit the ball away from him, and I mean, overall, guessing they made mistakes. I know they made mistakes because they were turning the ball over a lot. But for me, I just felt like in general, I don't know. I mean, they still had a chance to come back in the game. They were basically coming back in the game. We were able to hold them off, and then we were able to just do the victory formation in the end to win the game. So it's not like they made enough mistakes where they couldn't come back. It was like the Ravens, where the Ravens were able to come back, and this time we actually were able to stay composed and not let a team come back to beat us.
Yeah, we did a good job closing out the Chargers. This time we didn't let them just hang around and come back late in the fourth quarter. We actually closed the Chargers out and finished the game.
I know that's what I'm saying. For me, I don't know for you. What do you think is our best game so far this season? I actually really believe. I'm trying to think. I know we beat the Lions with a very close game, like 17-19 or something like that. And there were some very close games that if we would have won, like even the Ravens game, we went to overtime. If we would have won, it would have been one of the best games. Matter of fact, it might have been the best game. But to me, this might be the best game I think the Vikings have played.
Yeah, I feel like this is the best game the Vikings have played but one thing that we didn't do good at was we had a lot of penalties.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know on defense the cornerbacks were getting pass interference. But to be honest, unless there was other penalties you're talking about, but for me, those I don't know. I feel like our corners, like let me see. I know Brashawn Breeland is a very good corner. Our safeties are pretty good. There was one corner. I don't know if he's still playing. I forgot what his name was, but maybe it was him. There was a corner that was struggling before. I don't know if he's still playing in the game, but like overall, for me, I like that they're at least being aggressive and like even though they're getting those calls, it's not like they're getting beat and they're making mistakes. It's more like they're just playing very tough. And sometimes those calls happen. So I don't know. On defense, I wasn't really exactly mad that those calls were getting called because to me, sometimes I feel like as a defense, especially on the secondary, like the corners and safeties, you need to play aggressive and then kind of let the receiver know they're not going to get away with anything easy. But as long as they're not catching the ball, I feel like eventually those plays, for me, it's like there's going to be some plays where you stop them. Sometimes they call it, but I feel like they were doing their job as far as defense of the even though they got some calls that were called.
Yeah.
And let's see. I know Justin Jefferson went for 143 yards. And damn, trust me, Justin Jefferson, I definitely think he might be the best. I know he's not leading the league right now in receiving, but I think he might be the best receiver in the league. I know there's this receiver in the league called, what's his name? Cooper Cup. Yeah, Cooper Cup. Okay, damn, now he's not even leading the league anymore. Let's see who's leading the league. I'm just going to look real quick. Who's leading the league in receiving yards? So Cooper Cup, yeah, for
Yeah.
I forgot what team is he. Yeah, it's the Los Angeles Rams. Okay, yeah, it's not the Chargers. He plays for the Los Angeles Rams. He's leading the league. To be honest, I didn't even. I think this year he's having a really good year. He's had good years in the past, but and then Justin Jefferson is like the fifth leading or sixth leading receiver in the league right now. But then let's see. 20 plus yards, 13. See how he's doing overall. First percentage. Reception yards after that. Yeah, no, Justin Jefferson, to me, I don't know. Personally, I feel like he's one of the best receivers in the league, or he might even be the best to me. I mean, I'm not really. I know like Cooper Cup is doing very well.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Like sometimes when I'm talking, my mic might be delayed because I know that's what I was thinking. You seem like you answer late sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a double voice when somebody's speaking.
Oh, that's like for me. I don't hear it this time, so.
Yeah, now it just went away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, talent-wise, I'm not okay. I know obviously Cooper Cup and there's other receivers that are leading the league right now. There's 5 other receivers, but to me, talent-wise, I definitely do think Justin Jefferson might be the best receiver right now this year at least. Obviously, I don't want to say too much because there's a lot of receivers like that could still pass him. Let's see. Let's find this. I mean, there's like Tyreek Hill, Cooper Cup, Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, the tight end. But I don't know, like Justin Jefferson. I don't know, man. I don't know. Justin Jefferson is like literally, I feel like he's gonna become one of the best receivers. Like Randy, I don't want to say Randy Moss status, but he's definitely, to me, in my opinion, has one of the most upside in the league. And I actually think in a few years, he's definitely nobody's gonna be questioning he's gonna be the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, the Vikings, we have a pretty good talent on our team. We just got to learn how to use it better in games. Because otherwise, to be honest, our record, we've shown that we can compete against the best teams. Even though we've lost most of those games, but the Vikings have shown that they can compete against the best teams. So when we play the Packers on next Sunday, I'm expecting the Vikings to compete with the Packers, but it's gonna be a tough game. So I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, with the Packers, to be honest, that's gonna be very tough because the Packers have Aaron Rodgers. I know when he just came back recently, he completely destroyed the other team he played. I don't even know if they were good, but it was this Sunday, I think. It was like 17-0 or something like that. So I don't know for the Packers, but to be honest, like Minnesota, even I was watching YouTube highlights, and everybody literally says Minnesota is like the team where people think we're bad, but in reality we're a very good team, especially because we have all this talent. So for the Vikings, oh yeah, they beat the Seahawks. So for I know the Seahawks are not that good, but for the Vikings, like we're one of those teams where if a team thinks we're not good, they'll be surprised because we have so much talent. So at the end of the day,
Yeah,
we have Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, even Kirk Cousins.
and then Adam Thielen.
Yeah, exactly. Adam Thielen. Our tight end is pretty good. Our defense is pretty good. It's just that we just lose. That was the
I
only
know.
problem we have.
Yeah, we're just losing all the close games.
Exactly. So if teams think we're actually not a good team, they'll be in for a surprise. But for me, I finally hope we actually. I feel like the Chargers. This should be the game where we actually prove to ourselves that we can win those close games, and we should be competing and beating all these good other good teams. And what I'll see to me, I don't expect us to beat the Chargers. I mean the Chargers, the Packers. But depending on how we play, I'm gonna have hope for the season, the rest of the season. Because I know we just played a good game, but at the same time, I feel like the Vikings sometimes, when they realize that everything is almost done over and nobody's supporting them anymore, they always find a way to win.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not gonna put too much hope into it. Just like how sometimes early in the season we'll start winning, and I start to be like, okay, now we finally turn it around. Um, so we're gonna have to see how. Depending on for me, like, my prediction for the Packers is that we're gonna lose like 24-20, I would say. But if we lose like that and then we don't make any mistakes that I'm thinking are stupid, and I feel like we played a good close game, then I won't be disappointed. I just say that the other teams that are not as good, we should beat them. But if we lose horribly, I don't know about this season. I'm almost gonna give up on this season.
Yeah, it's gonna depend on how we lose the game or win the game. So hopefully, I mean, I'm expecting the against the Packers. I'm expecting the Vikings to play with the Packers. But I don't know what the outcome is gonna be.
Yeah, same. To be honest, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know because I don't think Aaron Rodgers, since he came back, he's not a top player. I know in the past we beat the Packers sometimes, but that usually when we beat the Packers in the past, they were when they were now going to make the playoffs, so they barely made the playoffs. So I feel like the Packers are playing very good this year. And to be honest, I don't see Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback to just let us beat him. But at the end, like I said, we have a very good team. So hopefully I'm wrong and we end up winning that game.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess to be honest, that should be it for today. Um, yeah, that's it. But for the Packers, I guess next week we can also have a broadcast, maybe most likely right after the game. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.